sound rolling. All right, everything looks good. That's right. Lumix always makes it look good. I look good? Okay, cool. Hey, what's going on, you guys? Shelly here. Check it out. Quick video. So I finally took out a lens that I really enjoy using, my Sigma 16mm f1.4. This lens is super popular. I mean, it wasn't popular when I picked up the Lumix S5IIX. It was actually extremely popular before I even picked up this camera, which I've had now for about a good year or so. And this was I want to say not necessarily an upgrade, but it definitely was like a switch up from my original. So this is the S1. This is my second S1. Like, I love this camera. So I picked this up as soon as I heard that Lumix was going to go full frame. It was just like, without a doubt for me. I was a Canon shooter. I was always like a 5D. I had the Mark III, I think it was, and possibly the 4. And then I finally got rid of it as soon as Lumix put out their S line. And with doing so, the only lens I really kept was my 17-40 L glass, right? Everything I had was L glass at that point. I had the 24-70. I think I still have the 70-200 sitting in my closet. And that's why I picked up Sigma's MC21, right? I was so stuck on L glass until I got the opportunity to start shooting with Sigma. And as soon as I started shooting with Sigma, like, I picked up my first, which is shooting right now. I'm sitting there on the 24-70. That's the Sigma Art. The Mark I, I'm looking into the Mark II just because some of the features it has on it is like really nice and convenient for creating. But it leads me to the point. I was looking for a fast prime. And that's when I started researching and I ran across this 16mm. Like, hands-on experience right now, matte black finish is beautiful. Metal construction. The focusing ring is probably one of the smoothest I've gotten my hands on. Yes, it is APS-C or Super 35 for my filmmakers, but man, dude, like, the image quality that comes out of it is amazing. Now, back to when I was a Canon shooter, I did keep a couple primes, and they were my cheap ones, right? Everybody's familiar with this Nifty 50. I think this thing was like 149 bucks, so 1.8. I ended up going to get the pancake lens that Canon make, which is a 40mm 2.8, which is still pretty fast. It's decent. And these were like lenses that I would throw on for like stuff that I'm doing right now. It's just random street photography, walking around, trying to keep like a very minimum setup. And that's why I had those lenses. My wide angle, I kept this because I was just like, hey man, full frame, internal zoom, 17mm 40. Like, this is a pretty cool like run and gun lens. But this 16, man, I took this out to Rodeo area, Sausalito. I'm always out there. California's beautiful, so on my channel, you guys get to see some really cool spots. And one thing I can tell you, I didn't have an ND filter on this, so like I had to do a lot of switching things up with the settings to get the kind of pictures that I'm sharing with you guys. I couldn't go extremely wide open because without an ND, like, it would have just been totally blown out. So this thing was getting stopped down anywhere between, if I could get a 1.4 in certain situations, I would. And then, I mean, I was pushing it all the way to 16 in this. So that's why some of these images are like very grainy, very sharp. You get the whole like foreground and background in focus. That's just what went down that day. But I hope you guys truly enjoy it. It's great for just taking out something small. Like, I'm gonna buy a stop down ring because all of my UV filters are actually, my UV and my polarizers are all 82mm. So I'm gonna have to buy like a stop down ring. I think with this one, yeah, I'm 77 on the Canon, but with that one, it's tiny, man. I'm thinking it's a 67. So everything that you guys are seeing right now, I've done that with no ND. It's usable. You can take it out and have a good time with it. I love the small setup, but honestly, man, Sigma makes some incredible lenses. And one thing that's huge on that is the price. Like, I got lucky and got it for $199. Some site had it on sale, and I don't know how the hell it went down, but when I got the lens, it was brand new. I sent the link to a friend. Link was gone. It was back to regular price. Now, on Sigma's website, they do have some great 1.4s. Like, I think they have a 20, a 40, a 30, and something else. But the difference is like those lenses are anywhere between like $800 and $1,500. So it's like, this lens is half the price of everything else you're getting with that type of speed. No, it's not full frame. If that's a big deal for you, I guess that could be a deal breaker. But for me, it's not, man. I actually like how putting this on my full frame camera, it goes from being a 16mm lens to a 24mm, which is still wide angle. And the fact that it has a very poquito, very small, like, you can get so close to things and get things in focus. Like, the minimum focus distance is small. So this paired with like the S5IIX that I'm shooting on right now is a super easy travel companion, you know? And it's like, back when I used to take this thing out, like this is a monster, you know? The S1's a big camera. I love it, the weight and everything. And then this 24 to 105, yeah, it does give me a lot of range, a lot of focal range, and you know, it helps with any type of scenario I'm in. But like when I want to stay light, I just want to stay creative, you guys, seriously. A lot of people don't talk about this lens paired with Lumix, but they should. I know it was big for Sony with like the A6400, 6500, etc. And I know some Canon people were mounting that on an M50, but I love it, you guys. So I'm Shelly Hollis. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. All the behind the scenes stuff that you guys seen was shot on like an iPhone 15. There is some footage in here from the Sigma that was shot in 4K, and also because the S5IIX does some 1080, 180 frames per second, I believe it is. I did shoot some stuff in slow motion, but I kept the video super small because like I had to stop down so much with this that honestly the image was so damn sharp that I don't want to give like a bad representation of this camera and this lens combo. So I'm gonna keep them small and let you guys kind of see some of the slow motion shots. Other than that, no complaints. No barrel distortion, color super accurate, no vignetting issues, chromatic abrasion. I'm not really like someone that's gonna punch in 200-300%. If it looks good, it looks good, and I'm gonna rock with it. So thanks again, you guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Stay creative. Hustle juice.